fullness of speech. So now we have hope for the Spirit. Through walking in the Spirit, we have hope. Right? And not as Moses, which put a veil over his face, that the children of Israel could not steadfastly look to the end which is abolished, but their minds were blinded, for until this day remaineth the same untaken away in the reading of the Old Testament. Okay? And through the New Testament, we were given life through what? Yahushua. Okay? Which veil is done away in Mashiach, the old veil. And in the temple, what would you do? You would rent the veil. You have a veil, a covering of the temple. The old veil, the old law, is going to be done away when Yahushua comes back. And what? In with the new law, which is part of the new covenant. Alright? Nevertheless, when it shall turn to the Lord Yahushua, alright, the veil shall be taken away. Now the Lord Yahushua is that Spirit. He's the Spirit of life that we walk in. So when we can't fulfill the law, we have Yahushua. But we don't use that as a cloak of what? Maliciousness. Alright? We still walk to the best of our ability, and we still rehearse the laws. Right? And where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. So where you have the Spirit of Yahushua, there's that liberty. If you don't have the Spirit of Yahushua, where's the liberty? Where's the mercy? Where's the grace? You see what I mean? That's why you got to understand the law, and you got to understand Yahushua as well. Both. Okay? Yahushua never told you not to keep the law. We established the law. But what he did tell you, look, I've came now, so you have grace. So what you couldn't fulfill, when you fall short, okay, I'm there. But you still keep the law. But we all with open face beholding as in the glass the glory of the Lord Yahushua are changed into the same image, his image, if you're walking in his Spirit. From glory to glory, even as by the same Spirit of the Lord. So that's what we're going to be walking in, from glory to glory, if you're walking in his Spirit. Okay, from glory to glory, baby. Alright? That's how we're to walk, in the glory of Yahweh Yahushua. So we have liberty in Yahushua. That liberty don't mean you could do what you want. That liberty don't mean you could just eat pork. That liberty don't mean you could just commit adultery. No, that's not, I'm not talking about that. That liberty is to get things right, so we can become more perfected. That's what that liberty is for. Not so you can take the piss on it. Okay? Bear me just a minute. I want to go into something quick. See if we can find it. The liberty is to get right, so we can be as right as possible when Yahushua comes. That's what that liberty is for. Bear me just a minute. You know what? I think it may be in Hebrews. Let's search Hebrews, see if I can find it. I may be able to find it. Oh, here it is. Beautiful. This is Hebrews 10. And I want to start at 20. Let's start at 19. Having therefore, brethren, okay, boldness. So we're supposed to have a particular boldness when we wake up to this truth. To enter into the holiest by the blood of Yahweh Shai. And in the ancient world, what was the holiest? The holiest was the temple. And now we're entering into that holiest when you're presenting your body as a living sacrifice. You're in that holy. You're in that church. Okay? By the blood of Yahweh Shai. Alright? And we are the temple. By a new and living way. It says new and living way. Yeah, Yahweh Shai is the whole role. He's part of the New Testament. A new and living way. It's the old way leading to death. So now we have a new living way. Through Yahweh Shai. Through his sacrifice. Alright? A new living way. Which he have consecrated us through the veil. Okay, made us holy through the veil. That is to say, his flesh. How? Through the crucifixion of Yahweh Shai. Alright? Having a high priest over the house of the Most High. Who's that high priest? Yahweh Shai. After the order of what? Melchizedek. Let us draw near with a true heart. A true heart with what means sincerity. Not with deceivableness. Not with malice. Scripture says a true heart. So we want to be drawing more near to Yahweh Shai with a sincere mind. In the hope of what? Obtaining salvation. Right? In full assurance, full confidence of faith. Having our hearts sprinkled from an evil conscience. Just like when Moses is sprinkling what? The blood upon the children of Israel. But sprinkled with what? A clean conscience through the word, through the washing of the word. Our bodies washed, that's the spirit, our bodies washed with the pure water. So what's that pure water? It's the word. That's how our bodies are what? Washed through that water. The pure water of the word. Alright? Day in, day out. Let us hold fast the profession of our faith. This is our profession. Not being an engineer, electrical engineer, a mechanic. This is our profession. Of our faith. Without wavering. So we don't want to be wavering. Okay? We want to remain faithful. For he is faithful by a promise. See, I was very faithful to what he's promised us. Very. Alright? And let us consider one another to provoke and to love and to good works. So, through teaching this work, what are we doing? We're provoking you to love, and we're provoking you to good works. To continue in the fight. Continue pushing. Alright? Not forsaking the assembly of ourselves together, as the manner of some is. Because a man could be teaching by himself. He's not forsaking the assembly. He's a part of the body. Alright? So he's not really forsaking the assembly, is he? He's still ministering to the body. Okay? Forsaking the assemblies when you're never ever seen again. You stop doing videos. That's a forsaking of the assembly. Alright? That's forsaking. Okay? But exhorting one another. So much the more as you see the day approaching. Seeing you're seeing the days approaching, the day of the Lord's coming, we exhort ourselves, we exhort one another. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Day by day. Okay? Day by day. And you're only going to do that if you have faith. A man that can exhort others, he has to have faith. If you don't have faith, how can you exhort others if you don't have that same faith? For if we sin willfully, this is the scripture I wanted to get into. It says, if we sin willfully. So what does it mean to sin willfully? When you're sinning willfully, it means you no longer believe in the truth. You go back into the world. That's what it means to sin willfully. So if we sin willfully, okay, after we have received the knowledge of the truth, this word, so you've received this word, you go back into the world, never to be seen. Okay, you take a hiatus, 3-4 years, and you come back. That's sinning willfully. Alright? That is sinning willfully. After we see the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no more what? Sacrifice for sins. Because the sacrifice was already given 3 hours shy. So you can't go right back into the world, okay, have fun with the people of the world and come back, act like you were never gone. It don't work like that. There has to be full dedication when it comes to truth. Full dedication. But a certain fearful looking for a judgment and fiery indignation. So this is about finishing. Okay? Finishing what we've started. Right? And fiery indignation, which shall devour the adversary. So that's what happens if you don't finish. Okay? It's going to be what? Fiery indignation for you. Okay? And yes, it's going to be horrible. Right? We shall devour the adversaries. And he that despised Moses' law died without mercy under 2 or 3 witnesses. How much more sorrow punishment, right? Suppose ye shall he thought worthy who have trodden under foot the Son of the Most High, have counted the blood of the covenant wherewith he has sanctified the unholy thing, right? And have done despite the spirit of grace. Because you've been given the grace. So the grace has been given to serve Yahweh Shai. The grace ain't been given to you so you can go back into the world and come back like you were always for the truth when you weren't. Grace weren't given for that, right? So with this lesson, I'll shut off here because every day is a busy day and I've got a lot to do. Okay? So with this lesson, I'm going to shut off here. Lord willing, this was edifying. And until the next time, Shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom.